Look, labels blowing up my line and got me missing calls. Told her you ain't gotta hit me till you licking balls. Feel like ZVF, baby, I be cooler than the mink weather. Make a Coke bottle, give me brains till I think better. Back up on my shit again, hanging out with Benjamin. Franklin got me stankin' in the Lincoln, talking dividends. Look at what we did again, brought the water dipping in. Down in Texas on them elbows, where your digits been. All these niggas pussy, I can smell it through the audio. Lapping everybody, got me working on my cardio. Party over daddy home, creeping out the caddy comb. Straight from underground, I got these motherfuckers Maddie on. I been kick pushing on my grind since the pro skate. I don't fuck with niggas, you would figure that I'm pro hate. Chillin' in the cut like a scab, ready to peel niggas. You ain't gotta like it, I promise you gotta deal with us. Used to be friendly, I'm off that and I'm on business. All I've been seeing is flawed jewelry and fake digits. So when I tell them I'm the coldest, it ain't superstition. Every time you see me, you gon' find me in a new position, nigga. Fuck you mean? Look, ain't had to tell them I'm the truth, I think they knew it. Don't like to talk about the shit, I like to do it. So while these other niggas hungry going through it, you see me thumbing through these hundreds, getting to it. Ain't had to tell them I'm the truth, I think they knew it. Don't like to talk about that shit, I like to do it. So while these other niggas hungry going through it, you see me thumbing through these hundreds, getting to it. I told her, fuck a fat ass, do you have mag knees? I'ma need that right after the head, please. Bet your bitch leave way before my bread leave. Got them Googling the caption, tryna see who said these. Tell these hateful motherfuckers I've been choosing love. It's the God, baby, tell me really who's above. These niggas watching, always talking what it used to was. Meanwhile, I'm raising up them digits like the Booster Club. I'm in my finest hour, hit the shower, fuck her for one. Doing push-ups, running laps around the comfortable ones. I be coolin', I be chillin', I be fucking with fun, but check the trophy case. I can't find nothing you done. Need Huxtable funds. Bitch, you either with it or you in the way. Making money been the play. Ain't looking for no friend today. I just came to kindergarten. I do not intend to stay. Look you in the eyes and let you know that's what I meant to say. Had to tell them I'm the truth. I think they knew it. Don't like to talk about the shit. I like to do it. So while these other niggas hungry going through it, you see me thumbing through these hundreds, getting to it. Ain't had to tell them I'm the truth. I think they knew it. Don't like to talk about that shit, I like to do it. So while these other niggas hungry going through it, you see me thumbing through these hundreds, getting to it. Niggas always talking, I'm like, fuck it, let them chat. I've been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city, winning, showed it on the map. And if I leave this bitch tomorrow, they gon' quote it as a fact. I'm like, who the hell could stop me? Carbon copies on my timeline. Get up out your ego, learn to think with your divine mind. Main role in my movie, get that boot if you ain't acting right. Biting on my style, these niggas rapping with some appetite. Better know where you at night. Ride around with that strap at night. Catch me flicking ashes, thumping funky at your traffic light. Tipping out my bottle, all in honor of my dead. Swear these niggas want no drama on my mama, on your head. I was raised to be that way, you just can't hold it, G. Being a block, I'm on my pivot like I'm supposed to be. Clocking digits with them niggas who been close to me. Popping shit and putting dick all in her ovaries. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around. You know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around. You know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Who gon' tell your tale if you don't leave no good impression? You ain't mad at me, little bitch, you mad at your reflection. Working on my hoodoo, burning sage for my protection. But if that shit there don't work, you know we brought that Smith & Wesson. I ain't stressing, found my blessing in the lowest state. She tell me, Xavier, please come over, though she know it's late. I could've went and beat that down, instead I chose to wait. I been that nigga in my city, that ain't no debate. See, once you learn the drop your feelings, you might drop your ceilings. I talk to God about my dealings when it got my healings. Don't point my way with all that drama, I be about my commas. What's worse about your lack of papers, you ain't got no honor. But I do my thing, bitch, I'm way too played for playing around. You know my language, just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch, they know my name when I'm moving through town. And I don't lane switch, I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch, I'm way too played for playing around. You know my language, just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch, they know my name when I'm moving through town. And I don't lane switch, I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground.
Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move, no time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move, no time for the head game.
I'm a player, you a parody. Bad bitch, two braids like a Cherokee. So much that I might need a parody. Smoke dope and I might need therapy. I be flyed in a bitch, young parakeet. Apparently, these niggas don't know who I be. Last time I came to the show, so you paid at the door and I slid in, no ID. You ain't cold like me. Know you see the name in neon. Prime time shit like Dion. Niggas ain't peas, they peons. Hit it in the bed, bad beyond. Neck on froze, on Freon. I ain't gotta tell her that we on. Shawty know she heard of the band and the brand and the type shit we on. Fuck they be on. Got a nigga leading this shit like Eons. He a fan, he a windmill. Top down on the coast, got a wind chill. Bottom grill, big fur, nigga chinchill. Tell him simmer down, sit still. Switch flows like knobs on the faucet. Tell him I need all of the profit. I'm off for the week shit. Probably off for a week shit. With a queen at the crib, got it looking like Freaknik. My flight by the head from the runway. It's noon, getting head on a Monday. Sunbathed on the beach on a Sunday. Niggas still getting paid from the one play. Pulled up in the what you call it. Eating on that, can't pronounce it. They seen I ain't announced it. Doing numbers like 8 accountants. Ducked off by the lake and mountains. Might make it sound like
in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clips full of the bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move, no time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move, no time for the head game.
I'm a vibe, I'm a trip, I'm a journey. I'm a dog at the game in the gurney. Yo, bitch probably came with the scurvy. She be playing more games than attorney. Turn up, turn wheel on the yacht deck. Cold drink, hardwood and a hot neck. Grotesque protest when I shop wreck. Got a now, give a fuck who got next. A good tall glass of the Merlot. Pin gang got the cash on turbo. Teed up with the iron like Top Golf. New whip with the top piece chopped off. Off work, I came to play. 2 blunts, tall Tanqueray. Don't simp, get paid today. That hate can't make us stay. Out west where the Lakers stay. And I'm still up getting to the bread like aisle 3. If it ain't about that, don't dial me. Put a little right in your act, baby. Do it for your bread and your black babies. Nigga, don't flex, just build muscle. I'm up, I still hustle. Ball game like Bill Russell. Rap game on Chris Wallace. Make a nigga wanna switch wallets. Give a fuck what a bitch call it. No shit for the faint of heart. Get rich, nigga, play your part. 5 bands, 2 days apart. This shit like ancient art. And I'm still in the hood like an engine. Slide 4 deep, done division. Papa my shit for the pension. Pretty little freak in the mentions. Checking her physique in dimensions. Let a nigga peep your position.
In the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move, no time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame, same one one for the break came. Mindset for the next move. No time for the end game.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing on this Friday morning? Hope everybody is fine. Hope everybody is well. Hope everybody is getting what they need to get done on this Friday morning. It's your guy, Big Dog Barking. Welcome back to the show. And today we're going to talk about how a man can use multiplier energy to get the woman to respect, follow, and trust him in relationships. Again, we're going to talk about how men can use multiplier energy to become the man a woman will respect, follow, and trust in a relationship. Now, before we get into it, as y'all enter the building, hit that like button, so I appreciate it. Hit that share button, you know what I'm saying? Tell somebody, can put their eyes on me. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. There's a couple more weeks left in 2025. You know what I'm saying? If I can get at least 20 more subscribers by the end of the year, we'll reach our goal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say at least 20 to get to 1,300 by the end of the year. Let's see, can we get this push? You know what I'm saying? That is a goal of mine. Help a brother out, help me get this goal. And also, if you would like to join the investment circle, if you would like to donate, hit the cash out, $ Big Dog Barking 2132. You know what I'm saying? Big donations, small donations, all donations are acceptable. No donations. If you don't want to donate, I understand. Some people ain't able to do it. Some people don't want to do it, and it's fine by me. I'm still gonna get the message out. We still gonna do what we do. And let's continue. So, I was doing a few rounds yesterday. I popped up on a couple of people's panels yesterday. You know, it was just getting. I ain't had no topic for yesterday, so I just hit a couple of people panels. I was up early. My son, I thought he was at work when he really wasn't at work, and he really woke me up about 4 o'clock in the morning. I heard him slide in my room, and he woke me up. So I was just up. I got up about 4:30, and I jumped on Nighter's channel for a hot minute until he got done, and ate a little breakfast. Then I went on Sharon Bracey, the Wild to Wake Up show. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Sharon Bracey and what he got going on over there. And I had a little conversation over there. You know what I'm saying? Slick Q&A. You know what I'm saying? But it was what it was. You know, I'm trying to tell people, because the topic on his show yesterday was, do men have to lie to get in relationships and shit like that? And, I was just telling them the truth, breaking down me and my life and how I did things. I wasn't right about certain things, but I did the things I did, and I can't rewrite history. You know what I'm saying? And it's a little pushback here and there, but I'm a G. it ain't nothing I ain't never heard before. You know what I'm saying? But again, when you at a point in life where your past don't even bother you, you done got past that shit, you on to some bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? What you say about what I done did ain't gonna bother me. I did it. I wouldn't have said it. I wouldn't have said it. I wouldn't told nobody shit just for you to throw it back at me and say, "Did like man, I told you, it don't bother me. I know what I did. I know what I went through. I know what I took my wife through. All that shit right there. So whatever you got to say about me ain't gonna bother me. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what it is about me. I'm telling you where I'm at in life now. And if y'all haven't paid attention, I do use my past as the content for what I try to give y'all guys now. It's like, bro, I've been there. That's why I really try to hold guys accountable for their own bullshit. Because I was that nigga that was with the shit. It just so happened that, you know what I'm saying, how I do shit. Take the character out the way. Take the bad behavior out the way. How I do shit just because I have to do shit is one thing. I gotta get the results. I gotta get the results. I gotta raise my kids right. I gotta pay bills. I gotta take care of business and all that type of shit right there. I do that, no problem. The problem I always was is that I'm a little throwed off. I'm a little, damaged in the head sometimes. I hear shit and I react a certain way, and I had to get better over time. Then after I got off Sharon panel and went over to Ilkon Ali. Shout out to him and the Untouchable. Shout out to Fatty. Um, they was up there talking about leadership. I caught like the tail end of the panel, but I jumped up there just to show a little respect to Ilkon Ali. And they were talking about leadership. And are men natural born leaders? Are men born betas and simps? It was a whole lot of conversation about manhood and masculinity and relate like a whole lot of man shit. The same conversations that we have in these spaces. So before Ali ended the show, he the question was asked about leadership, and he's like, are most men leaders? And I told him no. He didn't know. Anytime you go against the grain of what the consensus say, you crazy. And that's probably why I be called crazy all the time. But anytime you go against the grain of what the majority say, you crazy. And we not no not no extreme back and forth, but a legit back and forth. It wasn't no name calling, it wasn't no emotions or shit like that. It was just two men, speaking their piece. And I literally told them guys is that it's a difference between being a leader and being a boss. I was like, most men want to be bosses. They don't want to be leaders. Most men want to be bosses. They don't want to be leaders. And it's a difference. And a lot of them were saying that's the same thing and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, it really ain't. It's really not the same. A leader and a boss are two different things. A leader and a boss are two different things. And I had to go back to a book I had got when I was working. The head administrative assistant at the warehouse I was working at, me and her were cool. She gave me a book that they give out to the new hires that are managers in leadership positions. And I saw a copy on her desk, and she told me what the book was about, and she let me get a copy of the book. I took it and I read it. I read, and it literally broke down the difference between a leader and a boss. So when I'm sitting up here telling guys it's a difference, this is what I'm saying just based off of what I read in this book and also how you move as a man. You know what I'm saying? And if you've been listening to my content, one thing I've always said is how you move in one area is how you move in all areas. How you move in one aspect of life is how you move in all aspects of life. So when it came down to this leadership shit, I know what I've done as a leader in professional environments. I know what I've done as a leader in sports. I know what I've done as a leader in my house, in my community. I've been told I had leadership skills ever since I was 14 years old. Mind you, I was working a summer job between the ages of 14 and 16, 2 years, and I won every award that this job had to offer. It was a job where they were teaching you how to be prepared for jobs. You feel what I'm saying? It was a job teaching you how to be prepared for jobs. And then on top of that, when I was in ninth grade, in this vocational class I was taking, it was for life preparedness, teaching you how to budget bills and how to do just everyday things that we do now. When I was 14, and I won several students of the month and student of the year in this particular class in ninth grade. So even though my character is a little shoddy at times, a little shady, and I'd be the first to admit it, there's like, man, I would do what I have to do to get the results I need to get. Even though I have that mentality, I understand business and I understand how shit operates. So when I hear leader in these relationships, I can't help but go back to what I've been saying is business. How do you lead? As a man that wanna be considered a leader, how do you lead? Excuse me. Are you a leader for real or are you a boss? Are you a multiplier or are you a diminisher? There's a difference. Most bosses are diminishers in business, in professional environments. Most bosses are diminishers, meaning they create it's a hostile environment at this job. High turnover rate, a lot of low numbers. It's tragic. It's sludged. It's slowed down. It ain't percolating like it's supposed to be percolating. There's always something going on. The employees don't want to be there, and when they there, they half-ass work. They ain't putting forth their best efforts and shit like that. They in the rush to go home. They don't want to come to work. And the person that's in control of everything is so worried about them meeting their quota, them getting their numbers, them getting their awards and all that good shit right there. They don't care about nothing but self. Everything revolves around them and what they need, their accolades, their achievements. They don't care about the people up under them. They care about the people up under them getting them what they need to look good. They can drain them and watch them fall off, and they wouldn't even care. Some vampire shit. Some vampire shit. I'm take everything away from you, and I'm gonna create this fucked up environment for you to work in, all in the name of me. Them diminishers. And I'm sure a lot of you people, both male and females, y'all have been in these environments where the boss is the problem. The boss is the reason the morale low. The boss is the reason the numbers don't get pushed out right. The boss is the reason don't go right. The boss is. And anytime things don't go right, guess what the boss do? It ain't me. It's them. It ain't me. It's them. I'm the boss. It's the employees that's fucking up. They won't do right. That sound familiar? So this is what I say when y'all want to talk about good leaders and bad followers and good followers, is that you've been in this situation before. Maybe you're still in this situation, but you've been in this situation before where you're actually dealing with a boss that don't give a damn about nobody but their self. You've been in that situation. And you see how fast when shit hit the fan, the boss say it ain't them, it's the employees. It ain't me, it's them. I'm doing my job as the boss. I'm doing my job as the quote unquote leader. It's the employees. They don't want to act right. And one thing I know for sure is like if you act in a certain way as the leader, as the boss, why are you surprised that your employees acting the same way you're acting? Why are you surprised that your employees are chaotic and hostile and all about self when you yourself, as the boss, are chaotic, hostile, and all about self? Think about it. This is a workplace environment. Whether you're in a warehouse or whether you're in corporate America, this is a workplace environment where you are a hostile boss and your employees are hostile, and you wonder why don't shit get done or shit don't get done correctly or efficiently or on whatever the case may be. You wonder why things ain't moving the way they need to be moving. You're at the head of the snake and you with the shit. So anybody that's behind you with the shit. But you can't see yourself as being the problem. No, you can't see yourself as being the problem. You see the employees as the problem. And no matter how many employees you get, because in these type of environments, there's a high turnover rate. No matter how many employees you get to replace the employees that left, the problem still exists. And guess why the problem still exists? You. It ain't the employees, it's you. You're the reason why the numbers are jacked up. You're the reason why the turnover rate high. You're the reason, not the employees. Now, is that 100% your fault? No, because you got some unruly people that don't want to play, that don't want to do their job, don't want to come in on time, want to leave every chance they get. You do have them individuals, but for the most part, you do have employees that need their job. They need their paychecks. They need their money because they got bills to pay and kids to take care of and gas and food and lights and all types of things, wants and needs. So they need their jobs. They need their jobs, and they'll deal with the job as long as you deal with them. You can't sit up here and take advantage of the system for your own personal shit and then get mad when somebody else want to take advantage of it. How you want to take a vacation for as long as you want to take a vacation and then tell your employees they can't take a vacation because you need them to be at work? But you could take a vacation and then take your time coming back. You see what I'm saying? It be shit like that. Them are diminishers. Now, a multipliers, see what they do is they bring out the best in individuals. They bring out the best in individuals. They create spaces for their employees to thrive and survive in. You know what I'm saying? They set the boundaries for everybody's like, don't cross these boundaries and everything will be all right. They actually give a damn about their people. See, that's me. I'm a multiplier. And I'm gonna break down the 5 parts of being a multiplier. And one of them, I'm gonna be honest with you, one of them is I had to work on, period. One of them I had to work on. But overall, I'm a multiplier, which means when I'm in a leadership position, I'm creating a space for you to do your best. I'm putting you in positions to do your best. I'm listening to you talk. I'm listening to your ideas. And I might use your ideas and give you the credit for your idea. I want to see you do better. I want to see you get promotions. I want to see you progress and all that type of shit right there. I want what's best for you. Even though I'm results driven, I can sit there and tell some grown men and grown women, hey, you got a job to do. I don't want to be over your shoulder every 5 minutes making sure you're doing your job. Do your job and we'll be fine. You know what you need to do. You know what this job, the duties of this job entail. You know what this shit has. You know what this requires from you. Can you do it? Can you do it? If you don't want to do it, fine. You don't have to do it. I'll get somebody in here that will do your job. Just say you don't want to do it. No harm, no foul. We can get you up out of here. But if you want to come, if you come to work, you have a job to do. I don't want to be the boss that's over your shoulder all day just to make sure you do your job. Do your job. So you can have your fun again. I don't care about the details. I care about the results. When I was a supervisor in the janitorial area in the airport, that's what I told my employees. It's like, bro, I don't want to be over your shoulder. I want you to do your work, but I don't want to have to stand over you to make you do your work. Do your work. I understand how the airport operates. So I understand there's gonna be time where you can't go clean up because it's a rush. Folks coming off a plane, folks trying to get on the planes. It's crowded as hell. I understand that shit. You ain't gonna see me coming around this motherfucker telling you need to go do this when folks running in and out the bathrooms. You got like you go in there and clean up and it's fucked up soon in 10 minutes. I know that. I know that. I know what it looked like because at one point in time I was that individual that had to clean them bathrooms. I know what it's like. I came from where you at. So I understand what you're going through. Trust me, I do. And I give you that leniency, I give you that leeway because I understand, but at the same time, I need you to do your job. Because one thing I did was my job. Before I got this leadership position, I did my job as an employee, cleaning these bathrooms. And it was some fucked up days cleaning these bathrooms. It was some days I had to go clean women bathrooms, and yes, women do stink. I hate to tell y'all women that shit, but I've been inside women's bathrooms for several days because we were short staffed, and I had to go clean women bathrooms. And women, y'all stink. A lot of y'all hygiene be off. Sorry to tell y'all that. I know y'all be cute and all and shit like that, but some of y'all shit be off. Some of that shit be off. Smell like a whole fish market. Just be honest. But my leadership style was to create a space for you to thrive in and do your best at this job without me having to be over your shoulder every waking minute to make sure you did your job. No, that's not how I wanted to do. I didn't want to do that. When I coached basketball, as long as you do what I need you to do, I'm not going to make you do push-ups and run laps and all that type of shit all day, every day. Let's get in practice. Let's get our drills, let's run our play, let's scrimmage, let's get this shit right. So we won't have to do the punishments. So I won't have to punish you. So I won't have to make you do extras. I don't want to make you do extras. I want you to get it the first time. And I know you ain't gonna get it the first time because y'all young niggas. Y'all going through things outside of basketball. Y'all got your own personal lives and personal struggles and shit like that. And I understand that because at one point in time I was 12, I was 14, I was 15. So I understand where you at. I understand what you got going on outside of this gym. I know where you at. So I understand you might have some shit going on at your house that is fucking with your head, and you come into the gym and try to fight through it. And I see it in you, and I have to pull you to the side and I'm asking you straight. What's going on? If you're not with it, just let me know, bro. We can sit down. You know what I'm saying? I got assistant coaches that can run practice. They know the drill. They know the plays. They know what I want as my assistants. They know what I want. I can talk to you and see what you got going on and make sure you straight. Cause I don't want you up here thinking it's you against the world. No, you got people in your corner that fuck with you. I want to create the atmosphere. I used to tell them little boy, is that hey, I'ma treat you like I treat my son. When I told them that should already know like I'm hard on my son, but I love my son to death. I want my son to be great, and I love my son to death. If you do what I need you to do, I'ma love you the same way I love him. It ain't gonna be perfect. I know that. But if you do what I need you to do, guess what? I'm gonna treat you like I treat him within my power. You need a new pair of shoes because you can't get a new pair of shoes. I get you a pair of shoes. You ain't got no food. I give you some food. You need a couple of dollars for something. I give you a couple of dollars. I want you to know that I got you. Even though I want you to give me the results I need them points. I need them rebounds. I need them steals. I need all that. I want you to be cool. I want you to be cool. I want you to be able to follow me without having no regrets of following me. I don't want you to go home and say coach is an asshole and this, and the third. I want you to say coach is cool. Even though coach make me work. Even though coach wants the best out of me and the best for me. That's multiplier behavior. As a leader, because I want the results just like the boss. The leader wants the results just like the boss wants the results, but it's the difference. See, a lot of these guys, they are diminishers. They create these situations. They put a lot of pressure on women. They react emotionally. They do a lot of dumb shit. They want this shit to revolve around them. And if they don't get their way, it's not them, it's the women. It's the quote unquote the bad followers. They won't give me my way. I'm the leader and they won't act right. Well, my guy, it's something about you that's making them do the shit they do. It's like, truth be told, and it was something that was told to me yesterday. If I'm the bad guy, she choose me and her leader. And I had to say, yeah, she chose you. But this the other part of it. Even though she chose you, can you take her where she need to go? Because if when shit hit the fan, she chose you as her leader. And when shit hit the fan, is it her fault or your fault? Even though you're the bad guy, is it her fault or your fault when shit don't go right? Even though she chose you, see, that's one thing about me being a quote unquote bad guy is that I still get the results. I ain't perfect. I got some issues that I've been working on and I've been trying to get right for a long time. And I've been doing good. But me being the bad guy, I take a motherfucker where they need to go. It ain't pretty, but you get to where you wanted to go. You get what you wanted to get, and it sounds fucked up because that's the facade of being a good nigga. Is that I should be able to have multiple options because I'm a good nigga. No, just like somebody told me, yeah, I took vows. I took vows, and I broke them repeatedly. That don't make me a good nigga because I did what I was supposed to do. But overall, I'm shit. I'm a piece of shit. Even though I did what I was supposed to do, even though the optics look good, even though my kids weren't looking dusty and dirty, even though my wife got everything she needed, even though I'm paying the bills at the house and doing this and doing that, all the optics look good. But I'm a piece of shit. All the shit look good on the surface. Everybody looking good on the surface, but inside the house, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit. But because I do good shit, I'm supposed to be allowed to be a piece of shit. No, I was just gonna be a piece of shit. And again, me being a piece of shit was more emotional than anything else. It wasn't that she didn't. It wasn't that I couldn't get my wife to do shit. It wasn't that I couldn't get my kids to do right. No, 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 no. It was just that I was chaotic. And this is what I said when I said I wasn't perfect, even though I'm a multiplier man, even though I make sure everybody around me be in a safe space to do their best, I got issues. I got issues. Out the 5 traits that make me a multiplier, 4 of them I got. One on it got it's on pace to be up there with the rest of them. But that was at the lowest. That was at the lowest. But like I said, these niggas, they want the shit to revolve around them. And if you can't give them what they feel like they deserve as their woman, it's your fault. Even though they ain't holding up their end of the bargain as the man. Again, just like I said about the boss. You want what you want for self. You don't want what you want for the betterment of the team. How many, like you complain about women getting a good paying job. You complain about women getting an education. What is that? You literally telling me you want to put your hands on women to get them to act right. What is that? That's not leadership behavior. That's dictator. That's dictatorship. That's not leadership. You're trying to be a dictator. And you standing on that shit. And then to say if they don't follow the rules, there's something wrong with them. Women don't want to follow dictators. Women don't want to follow dictators. Women do want to follow women do want to follow a man that can do what they're supposed to do without telling them how they need to do them. That be parts of this shit I don't be understanding. It's like, bruh, if you stand on what you stand on as a man, fine, cool. If you want to be a dictator, cool. Don't be surprised that your options are small. Don't be surprised that your options are small because of how you want to operate as a man. Don't be surprised you constantly complaining and constantly talking about you can't get and you ain't got no options because of how you move as a man. You got some. You got some. I'm always gonna believe that niggas got options. They just don't like the options they got. Now you want the pretty chick to be submissive to you. They got high standards. And when she don't submit to your dictatorship, she the problem. She the problem. Even though she moved the way she want to move, and you move the way you want to move, and you want some bullshit, you want her to be on your bullshit. And if she don't jump on that plane, she the problem. No. No. Women don't have to follow a nigga that's with the shit. When I tell my story, I say that all the time. It's like she didn't have to stay. I didn't force her to stay. I didn't make her to stay. Yeah, I pleaded my case. But at any given time, she could have left. And it was understood. Why? It would have been understood. It is what it is. I fucked up. And I fucked up. I can't even be mad at her if she leave me alone. Can't even be mad. You feel what I'm saying? Now, by some divine power, she decided to keep dealing with my knucklehead ass until I got it right. And I appreciate her for that. But any given time, she could have left me alone, and it would have been understood on why she left me alone. And I couldn't even fight it. Couldn't even fight it. But again, even though that's my negative, even though that's my bullshit, the other thing that I got inside of me as a leader, as a man, the other traits of leadership that I got, she saw that shit. She saw that shit. When I go back and tell people, it's like, hey, if it's more pros than cons, then you can work that shit out. I don't have a lot of negatives. I got a lot of positives. It's just that I got one big negative. And just like with her, is she ain't got a lot of negatives. But the negative she do get is a big one. Everything else is positives. So again, a lot of these guys are diminishers. They all about self. Me, I'm about the team. Your success equals to my success. When you move in the right direction, everybody wins. When I got everybody going in the same direction, when we were a well-oiled machine, everybody succeeds. Everybody eats. Everybody wins. And I give credit where credit is due on why we winning. It ain't all about me. It's about everybody. Now, I'm gonna break down the 5 traits of a multiplier man. I'm gonna break down these 5 traits of a multiplier man. Give me a minute. Trait number 1, multiplier men are talent magnets, which goes back to you attract what you are. You attract what you are. So if you a piece of shit ass nigga, guess what you attracting the most? Piece of shit ass women. So again, when you say if she chose me as the bad guy, am I her leader? Yeah. And chances are she just as chaotic as your ass. Chances are she's just as chaotic as your ass. Opposites can attract, but also you're gonna get what you are. More times than not, you're gonna get somebody that's the female or male version of you, depending on what you are. In this case, men, you down there gonna get the female version of you when you get women. And I said this shit over the time, like I didn't have that many girlfriends. Between the ages of 14 and when I got with my wife, I was 24, finna be 25. That's about 10, 11 years. Over a 10-year span, I'm just say 10 years for the sake of arguing. Over a 10-year span, I ain't had that many girlfriends. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably had 10. I probably, including my wife, I probably had 3, 4, 5. Including my girl, including my wife, about 7. Including my wife, about 7. Really, when I do real numbers, it's about 7. Now after 7, maybe 2 of them was a year or longer. Most of them was like more than 6 months, but about 2, including my wife, 3, including my wife, was longer than a year. After 7, 3 of them was longer than a year. And every step of the way, I was attracting women that was damn near the female version of me. I just didn't know it. At 14, I didn't know I was getting the same person I was. I didn't know it. I knew that I was getting what I wanted. I was attracting women that gave me what I wanted. And that's why I sit here and say, like, if she ain't gonna do it, I do it myself. And majority of the time is shit I want done anyway. Like it's shit I'm gonna do for myself anyway. They just do it for me. And so if they don't do it for me, I'm like, I'm gonna do it anyway. When Shawty was giving me money at 14, it wasn't like I couldn't go get no money. I was gonna get some money from somewhere. She just gave me money. I was gonna get some. I was working. By the time me and her started talking, I mean, by the time she started giving me money for my 15th birthday, I was already working. I was getting some money. She was giving me money before I started working, but she was giving me money while I was working. I was getting money before I turned 15. That summer I turned 15, I was working. I was getting paid. She was giving me money before then, but I was gonna get some money because I was working. When I was 15 and dealing with this girl in 10th grade, yeah, she let me lounge around and kick my feet up on her house in her tables and shit like that, cooking me food and did that and the third for me. I was already doing that anyway. I could cook for myself. I was feeding myself. I was already eating good. She just was cooking. I was already cooking for myself. When I got my little girlfriend in 11th, 12th grade, I was with her for them 2 years. Shit, she was a freak. I was already getting freaks. I was going to strip club. She was doing the same thing that the strippers were doing. So along the way, I was attracting everything I was at that point in time, and I got what I wanted out of these women at every step of the way because I was already getting it myself. I was already getting it myself. But that's the first trait is you got to be able to get good women. You can't be a fuck nigga and attract good women. That's not how that shit work. You got to have some shit about you that have the women want to fuck with you. So wherever you at as a man, that's what you're going to attract. Now, the liberator, this is the part, this is the trait that I was messed up at. And it's more about the emotions. It's more about creating the spaces. Like it took me a while to create a safe space for women. It took me a time for me. It took a while for me to create a space for women to feel really they were protected on the outside, but on the inside between me and them, yeah, it was hard for me to create a space because anytime you said something to me, my emotions will kick in. And when my emotions kick in, the first thing that go on my mind, like I don't have to deal with you. I go find another female. And again, that was something somebody said to me on Sharon panel was like, it didn't even matter what female I was with. That right there was always in me. Is that I don't like conflict. I didn't like conflict, especially when I ain't did nothing. Especially when I ain't do nothing wrong and you want to argue with me and I know I ain't do nothing wrong. I've been doing everything right. And you got some type of feelings about something and you want to argue with me about it. And I know I ain't do nothing wrong. I ain't said nothing wrong. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. And then you want to argue. For what? What you arguing with me for? I ain't did nothing. Why you want to argue? I ain't did nothing. And something inside of me will click. And it's like, well, you know what? I ain't gotta argue with you. I ain't gotta argue with you. I be feeling some type of way. I ain't gonna lie and say I ain't never felt no type of way in the past 30 something years. Like, yeah, I feel some type of way. I might throw some little words back at you depending on the argument. I'll throw some words back. But after the argument, I'm like, man, I'm finna go find me another female. You wanna argue for nothing. So being a liberator meant I have to be emotionally in tune. I have to give her the space to operate. See, the thing was is that I didn't force you to do nothing. So why would you argue? I'm giving you the space to operate. It's just that over time, it's like, man, I got standards. And if you ain't meeting the standards, I'm gonna say something. And I'm just saying what I say. I need you to move a certain type of way, and you want to argue. Like I'm saying. Majority of the time, I'm not pushing you to do shit. I'm not forcing you to do shit. It's just like I need you to move like this instead of like that, and we'll be cool. And you want to argue. Now it's in my head like, well, shit, I can't deal with you arguing, because I can't tell you nothing. I just go get another female. I just go get somebody else. And whether we break up or are we still talking, I still got this other female on the side, and it is what it is. You may know about it, you may not know about it, but if you find out, you find out. If you don't find out, you don't find out. Trait number 3 is the challenger. See, when niggas hear the word challenger, you want to do it in a negative way. And like I said, all these traits that go into a multiplier, man, is you learn how to be a better as you get older. Not when you in your 30s and 40s, you still trying to challenge a female. To talk crazy to her, think she gonna do better. No, you challenge her to do better. It's one thing when you a young nigga talking crazy to a female to try to get her to move a certain type of way. It's another thing when you old head talking to a female crazy to get her to move some type of way. Like you ain't learned, you ain't got better. See, one thing I tell females is like, I know you smart. I know you got some type of intelligence. I believe that. And we'll go down the line, like I break shit down with them. Like, hey man, so after all that, what did you find out? That you didn't have to make that move. You chose to make that move. You chose to make that decision. Why? Because of how you felt at the time. You need to do better. You need to do better. Number 4 is the debate maker. See, that one right there is. See, y'all be on panels all day, every day, having debates, having conversation, or whatever the case may be. But what I realize is that y'all not trying to solve shit. Y'all just want to win. Y'all not having a conversation to try to solve anything. Y'all having a conversation just to prove a point. Is that one side is better than the other side, or one side is worse than the other side. That's all this shit is. A debate maker have the conversation to see what's the best route, the best plan of action for what's going on. Not to say who better and who worse. It's like what we gonna do to get this shit right. So I can see that now is that there's a lot of niggas that don't want to get shit right, but they want to come to tell women they wrong. I'm just saying. And the last trait is the investor. This the one that I be talking about the most is the investor. Are you investing in good quality people? Are you giving good quality people the best of you in order to get the best of them? Or are you giving the worst people the best of you and you ain't getting the results you want? Or are you a terrible ass person trying to give the good people the best, the quote unquote best of you as a terrible man and corrupt them to do terrible shit? And then when shit don't go right, it's their fault. It is what it is. So anyway, this ain't one of them topics that y'all want to listen to. I know that. But I got it out in the way. It's for content. Just to get some shit out. Just to get some shit out. And it cool. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I appreciate those that came by. I'm finna what time is it? It is 10:17. Yep. Time for me to shut it down in the way. Find me something to do. But yeah, I appreciate those that came by. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. And I will get up with y'all good people later.